You can extend the green influence ring by placing more buildings and having more people.
Yes. The first thing we need to do is to create some
When
breeders.
you're ready to learn how to feed your people, click on the gold scroll over the field, leader.
And I always choose men as breeders, as females can be set to do other works. And once a female gets pregnant, if they are a breeder, they can't breed with anybody else quite yet. Assuming it lets me make a breeder. No, it doesn't look like I can yet. Lovely. Okay, let's go over here then.
Your villagers are going to need food very soon, leader. Move your hand over this field, then click and hold the action button to pick up the grain. When you've got 200 food in your hand, drop or throw it into the storehouse. We now have enough food.
We need to get our people working if we want to rebuild, boss.
Villagers can be turned into disciples who will work at the job you assign them. Pick up a villager, then put them down on a field. Now place the villager down over the field.
Yeah, looks like your new disciple has started to work the field.
Another 2 farmers should satisfy the village's food requirements for now.
So, farmers.
Those farmers
We have some
can handle
breeders
that
going
small
on.
field with no problem, boss. We need wood if our village is to build and our town expand. Grab and pull a tree out of the ground and drop it into the storehouse. Now
Have
put
some
it in the
evil trees.
storehouse.
We could really do with some discipled foresters to collect wood for us. Pick up a villager and drop them next to a tree to make them a discipled forester. Make a total of 3 foresters. Make 2 discipled foresters.
We got some nifty forest thing going on, boss.
Indeed. My hand is looking a little dark. So we must click on the gold scroll. Gold scroll time. Hey, there's our cow. Sleeping in his little abode. Before we click on that, I'm gonna do a little managing. Get some trees growing. A nice big dark forest. Yep. Planting fields within roads. The villager halo info
Click
stuff.
on the gold scroll.
What if I don't want to? Must have evil forests. On plant, damn you. Alright, that should be enough, I think. Okay, onward we go.
The statues on your town center represent your town's desires. This shows what your people would like to build next. Keeping your people happy is important, and they will let you know if they desire a building type.
Yes, of course.
See how the statue is carrying grain? That represents the people's desires for food.
Excuse me.
If they need ore or wood, they will let you know. Keep an eye on the statue, as it will change.
Yeah, I don't really care. As an evil god, I don't care.
This plinth's height represents how good or evil you are.
Now that I might
Stop
care.
A flame or a fountain will spring as you perform evil or good acts. The whole city will shift to show you if you are good or evil.
The very evil architecture is quite impressive. Lots of spiky and dark things.
This statue lets you know your people's desires. What's the height of the statue?
care.
The higher it is, the more they need their desire. This scroll shows the impressiveness of your city, its population and happiness. There is plenty of other useful information about your growing metropolis. Refer to it often.
Yeah, I don't think so. I probably never even click on it once.
Hold your hand over the statues and leave it there to get more detail.
Okay, let's ignore this. Actually, let's see how evil we are. If it even lets us know. Oop, that's not what we wanted to do. There we go. Alignment. 12.7% evil. For now, that'll have to be enough. I don't want to kill off my villagers just quite yet. So let's get some building done. Houses.
Your people desire houses. Move your hand over the rotating building, then click and hold the action button to drag it off.
We'll need the right buildings and food if we're gonna support a powerful army.
That's right. Well, keep going.
We can speed it up by picking up a tree and dropping it on the building.
You can also drag a building blueprint off an existing house. Move your hand over the existing house. Hold down the action button and drag to get the blueprint. If you want to cancel an action and empty your hand, simply shake it briskly left and right.
Yes, I'm taking the houses over onto the road so that they will
Drop a
be
tree onto the building foundation.
angled the proper way. Need 5 more. Now I always build on the edge of my area so that I get just that much little more boost for grabbing things.
See the pile of wood there? Your villagers will use that to build the house with.
Oh,
Keep going.
2 more. That's what I wanted. Okay, get over there. Now I have to actually construct them. But first off, we're going to go get some roads.
We can also create some disciple builders to help with our city building. Just drop a villager by a house that's under construction to create one. Make 3 disciple builders.
And what if I don't want to?
You need to create a disciple builder.
Yeah.
The house is finished, and look how delighted the villagers are. also help to build buildings yourself. This is God building. Yes, you do it by picking up resources the building needs. Then hold your hand over the building and press and hold the action button. This is very useful, but you do lose some of the resource in the process.
Get a spoke going here on the wheel.
You need to create a disciple builder.
Yes, I know. I know.